Hey guys, the car scene here coming at you with another video. Today I'm going to be doing a quick comparison of the Dodge Durango, Mopar's original 3-row, to the current brand new redesigned 2022 Jeep Grand Cherokee L. And you might not think that these are the same cars. This one's kind of off-road luxury at this point, where this one's kind of a commuter car, maybe muscle car if you get the RT or the SRT, or even the new Hellcat Durango that's exclusive for this year. But that one over there is base model. That one's $35,000. This one over here is limited, $50,000. And I'm going to explain why this might be a better value than this coming up. So starting out with the exterior on these two vehicles, 2021 Dodge Durango, 2022 Jeep Grand Cherokee L over here on the left. The Durango's actually got a refresh, mid-cycle refresh, giving us some new headlights, a little bit new of an interior. Now, like I said, this one's the base model, $35,000 for this SXT. This one's also rear-wheel drive instead of all-wheel drive. But you can go up to about $75,000 for the Hellcat version of this. And with that money comes luxury. Now, we don't have one of those here to show you today, but we do have this one. And this one's a great value, and we're going to show you why. So, starting out, we're going to unlock the vehicle. And we'll start at the back with the lift gate. It's not power, it's the old school pull her up and lift. But very similar room here as we have over in the Dodge or the Jeep Grand Cherokee L. Now that one obviously has a power lift gate, but for $15,000 it better. So looking behind the rear seats, very similar room, storage under the floor over here, with a full-size spare underneath. Let's go move over here and see if it's comparable. So in the back of the Durango, we do have storage. Tons of storage actually, more than the Jeep Grand Cherokee L. With this over here, as well as a 12-volt over here on the passenger side. And the seats fold down the same exact way. The headrest pops down and the seat moves forward. But we won't put it all the way forward because we're going to climb back there and do a size comparison test coming up. We moved our vehicles around a little bit to make this comparison a little bit easier, and I want to note I made a mistake a second ago when I said that this didn't have a proximity key. It does, it just doesn't have remote start. So, looking around the side of this vehicle, you can see very decent styling. It's a Dodge product, so it's pretty muscular, looking pretty good. Now over here on the Jeep side, bringing a lot of that Wagoneer flair in to the design over here. Kind of new for Jeep, kind of different, kind of luxury. But we'll start out with the third row seats. Now to get in on the Jeep, all you're gonna do is pull this handle because it has tip and slide seats, and bam, you're in. Let's see the comfort level. Seated behind the passenger side. Not terrible. Nice headroom. Not bad. Ingress and egress, not perfect, but for a 3-row SUV, it's really good. And you have a center to slide through. Let's try over here in the Durango. Looking at our rear seats, pretty basic. This one has a bench style instead of the captain's chairs. Now if we want to get back here, we'll pull this lever down here and the seat folds down. You can also pull this red handle and it flips up. So you've got a down and up system. It's actually a lot wider opening. And seated in the third row, behind the second row, a little less room for my knees, a little less room for my head. We do have an air vent back here, which is nice, and a cup holder, no USBs. This window's a little slanted where the other one's more square, making it feel a little more open. But overall, not a bad third row, especially not on a base model vehicle. And we do have air vents on the floor and the ceiling. So there's our third row check. Let's move into the second row. Oh man, seats are a little hard to flip up. I would imagine a child would have a hard time with that. All right. Let's go check out the second row in the Grand Cherokee L. Captain's chairs covered in leather. Nice room for my knees. Nice room for my head. Very comfortable. Nice spot to put my elbow on the door. Got my own climate. Could even heat the seat if I wanted to. Plug in my phone, put my drink. Be very comfortable in here. Control my other air vent on my left-hand side. Like I said, it's insanely comfortable. Let's go see what the Durango has to offer. Looking at our second row seats, cloth. Do have an air vent. So seated behind the passenger seat. Tons of knee space. Headroom is very adequate for a second row. Air vents. Guess I could put a bottle of water over here in the door. Kind of a spot for my elbow, not bad. Leather appointed. I do have my own climate controls back here though, so we do have tri-zone climate. Do have an air vent above my head that I can adjust as well, which is nice. So, you know, other than missing the cup holder and the USB back here, we're doing really great. Now moving to the front seats. Our first row accommodations, obviously the Jeep is going to be a lot nicer, being that it's $50,000, and Jeep's moving upscale, giving much more luxury appointed features to their cars. Let's go check out the Durango. Cloth seats. Do have that new dash. Looks a lot better than the old one, as well as digital gauges and push button start. Nice big storage nook. I'd actually say the storage might be better in here than it is just the storage. Now, not the overall interior, but there's more storage in this than there is in that. It's also a 12 volt right here, which is nice. So yeah, storage is very adequate. All right, so there's our front row accommodations. You can see 18-inch wheels over here, 18-inch wheels over here. Michelin's on the Jeep, Michelin's on the Dodge. Now here's the interesting part about this video, and here's why I made this video. This has a 3.6 liter Pentastar V6 with an 8-speed automatic. This has a 3.6 liter Pentastar V6 with an 8-speed automatic. So what's the difference? Truth be told, this is a modified version of this chassis. That's why this one got an update for 2021 and this got released in 2022. Now you can see they elongated the wheelbase just slightly. And they also brought the overall length of the vehicle back a little bit. Now these aren't lined up perfectly in the front, so this isn't a great comparison, but you can still see the main size differences. The big thing for you when you're comparing the Dodge Durango to the Jeep Grand Cherokee L is style. What do you prefer? Do you want a muscle car-esque vehicle for your family to haul around in, or do you want an off-road luxury style vehicle to haul your family around in? Because that is the main difference between these two cars. Because mechanically, they both get the 3.6 liter with an 8-speed. They both get the 5.7 liter with an 8-speed. The only big thing you can get with this one that you can't get with this one right now is the 6.4 liter Hemi and the Hellcat. Now, the Hellcat is exclusive for the 2021 model year, but it still is here as an option. Now we might see in the future a 6.4 liter in that eventually, but I doubt it with the Wagoneer coming out. So that's going to be our big differences. Thanks for watching, guys. Huge thanks to Big O here in Greenville, South Carolina for letting us film these two vehicles, letting us do this awesome comparison between the two. And like I said, when it comes to Mopar 3 roads, these are your two options, other than the Wagoneer, which isn't out yet, and the Grand Wagoneer, also not out yet. For what you can go and get at a dealership like I'm at today, these are your two options for a Mopar 3 row. So it's up to you. $50,000, $35,000, and you can't get this one well past $50,000 with the same features you get on this one. But like I said, the main thing is style, because mechanically, they're almost the same vehicle. I should also mention, you can get air suspension with a 2-speed transfer case. You can't get air suspension, but you can get the 2-speed transfer case. You can tow about 8,700 with this one, where you can tow about 7,200 with this one in their max towing configurations. So if towing is of importance to you, look at the Durango. If off-road ability is of importance to you, look at the Jeep. When it comes down to safety, they're both very similar. I will say the Jeep Grand Wagoneer, or Grand Cherokee L, is going to come with full LED lights all the way around, where the Durango does not. So that might be of importance to you. The Grand Cherokee L is also going to get better fuel economy and better fuel management, where the Durango, being more of a muscle car-esque vehicle, is going to have less fuel economy and make a little more power out of the same engines. Like I said, guys, thanks for watching. thanks for supporting the channel. If you're liking our videos, if you're liking our content, make sure you're subscribing and hitting the bell. We're trying to get a new video for you guys every single day. So thanks for watching. We appreciate you guys and have a great one.